Like that Marvin Gaye song, I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sunset's on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want it, boy. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. You love me right. Love me right, yeah. I'll be yours if you let me hold you tight. But I don't know if you let me in, yeah. I know you had your heart broken one too many times, and now it's hard for you to open up. They have been cruel to you, saying things they don't mean. They have been rude to you, disrespect how you feel. But baby, I'll never go that far, 'cause I know better than that. So baby, let me hold you, hold you. I wanna show you, show you, show you how to treat you right, treat you right. Pull you closer through the highs and lows. Yeah, I wanna show you how to treat you right, treat you right. Let me show you what love is and why it's beautiful. Just put your body on top of mine, yeah, 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 yeah. Broken future, all the plans you made in your heart grew just to die. And now you're damaged goods, damaged should have never been. Thought you were bulletproof, look at you, what happened? Did she hurt you? Are you okay, baby? Everyone gets hurt, that's how we learn to make love work. It's part of life, but if you need a lullaby, baby, don't cry no more. Just let her walk out your door. Baby, don't cry no more. Mama's here. I wrote a lullaby for you.
Hey, family. Main office. How you fellas doing? How you ladies doing in the building tonight? It is the main office Wednesday night. We missed you guys last night. We missed you guys last night. Peace and love to George on the check-in. All right.
Hey,
What's
Uncle
going
George.
Main office early warm-up. We're in the building tonight. We're going to be talking a lot about a lot of different things tonight. I hope you guys are ready. It is a Wednesday night in the main office. Get and smash that love button if you just came up in the building. And we like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. It's early. All right, we get a couple songs in here. Tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about Prince versus Micheal Jackson. Who is your number one top, or who is the number one top pop artist of all time? Ooh, I think that's going to be something right there. All right.
Oh, yeah.
And also, one of the topics on the screen tonight, ladies and gentlemen, hate. Hate. Very interesting topic. Why people hate and the science behind why we love to hate. And we're going to be talking all about that tonight. The Jadale letter is coming up right now. Main office, let's get a little bit comfortable as we cruise into this Wednesday night. Peace and love to the family. It is the main office. Let's keep it locked.
Let's go.
Let's go. Peace and love to Edwin on the check-in. Drop your comments below. Let us know where you're listening from. It is the main office.
Your eyes tell me
Wednesday night.
Don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care. It's getting too late. I want you and I.
Phone lines is open all night tonight.
Wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same.
Ready to hear from you guys.
So come on, give me
Ready
love.
to talk to you
I'ma
guys.
show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up.
Let me not say just you guys, you gals.
Yeah,
well.
you know, last week they said, you know, you ain't no guys in here.
Gals.
Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Jadea. Shout out to Julie on the check-in. And it is a Wednesday night. I guess we're going to get all into it tonight. Peace and love to my brother, Uncle Ro.
Hey, sis. Kathy's in the building.
Shout out to Kathy on the check-in. And listen, family, we talked a little bit about a lot of good things last week. By the way, for all of you who has been following the Gabby Petito story, the young lady out of New York who went on a road trip, a worldwide road trip with her boyfriend, had her Memorial Day, her fiance, excuse me, over the weekend. And also, you know, there's all kind of sightings coming up. You know, we want to know how many of you guys are hearing more about the sightings all over the place that we're hearing about the boyfriend, the fiance, Brian Landry. And now you got Dog, the dog hunter, on the case.
On it.
We got Dog, the dog hunter, on the case, and everybody's saying that he's hot on the trail.
Yes.
They're saying he's hot on the trail. And I don't know. That would be kind of funny. I mean, he's been, you know, the one that has been putting out the most recent updates. And it seemed like a lot of people are taking him serious.
Of course. I mean, he's showing us videos, pictures of, you know, this guy Brian and stuff. So obviously he's alive and he's on his tail. So I'm super excited. I don't think he has another good maybe 2 weeks to run. Dog is probably going to catch him within that time.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody's asking questions. You know, how did Dog get this much information? I mean, because
people aren't comfortable with calling him. You know, he's
Okay.
not the police, so that keeps the police out of your business, you
Right.
know. And,
This is true.
you know, he's more of a person that is actually a bounty hunter. So
people are comfortable with giving him the information, so he's hot on the trap.
Ah.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, it is the main office. Your boy Sean G. We just warming up on a Wednesday night. It is 9:40 p.m. And do you know where your children are?
Yes.
On a Wednesday night. And, you know, we've been taking it easy, really doing a lot of relaxing and also looking at some things out there that's very interesting. Just the other day, we came across the 1964 Blue Project book.
Blue Book Project.
Blue Book Project. And in regards to the aliens and, you know, something that was classified back in the day, I guess now was unclassified. And apparently they was interviewed. There's a 7-part series of these extraterrestrials being questioned for a very long time, and they're given a lot of answers of things, you know, such as life, such as death. You know, they asking them, what's the creation of time, and what do you know about the creation of life? And they have some very interesting answers, you know. So one of the questions we want to ask in the building tonight is, do you guys believe in the extraterrestrial and, you know, all that kind of stuff? We thought that'd be something interesting in the building tonight. We may play a clip on one of the interviews. You sat back and watched a few of the videos. What do you think about it?
I plead the fifth. I'm going to let Sean indulge you guys on his
Very
topic
interesting
tonight.
Well,
I told him, I said, babe, you bring that topic up, I'm not speaking.
well, let me ask another question. Different. Let me ask this question differently.
Okay.
You know, do you guys think there's other life out there? I guess we can ask the question that way.
Now, I mean, I can answer on that.
Right.
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure what everybody else thinks, but yeah, I think there's other life forms out there, possibly.
I mean, you think it's a different way or different, you know, people look a different. I mean, it's not like human beings, but there's a different look. They probably look like, you know, the aliens you see on TV.
I don't know about I know about angels.
Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. I don't know, guys. I thought it was something. A very interesting interview, by the way.
Uncle George says they had different names for the extraterrestrials.
And are we calling them, what are we calling them? Drop a comment below if there's a name for what they call those. But do you believe that there's life on other planets? According to these people that was captured and who gave a lot of extra knowledge, or was given a lot of extra knowledge on what they call the truth. They talked about a lot of universes out there, or I guess Earth, other Earths. And there's a lot of people who are living in these places. So, you know, we'll get into, you know, if the night goes right, we'll get a little bit more into it. You know, I know you guys are sitting back saying to yourself, okay, where we going with this? But
it's a very interesting topic, you guys. It's very interesting. I might elaborate on it a little bit.
Yeah,
I might.
I don't want to give it, you know, I don't want to get too deep into it. But I think it's a very, it's when I start to play what we call the interviews, I think you guys will really may enjoy maybe 2 or 3 minutes of that. All right. Main office, we do have the Judea letter coming up in a hot second. Do we want to get that on? And by the way, you're looking beautiful in the building tonight. I see we have some, I guess that's a champagne-ish kind of look going on tonight. the glitter champagne.
Oh, it's the glitter, honey. I got on the glitter. I have no eyeshadow on tonight, you guys. I just have on, you know, just a light fluff of makeup, and I have on my glittery lipstick. There's none on my hands. It's that. Listen. I like it.
Well, I mean, it's a lot calm. Your face is really, vibrant and popping, and I do like the color.
Yes.
And all that kind of stuff. Uncle Ro is trying to get in here on the main line tonight. And I think he got questions. But yeah, family.
We need to bring him in. Hey, Uncle Ro called the hotline.
Uncle Ro said, you know what, you guys beat up on me last week. I don't think I'm going to be calling in here tonight. So, yeah, we have the, man, listen, we're a little bit late tonight. And I'm going to tell you, man, it's been a very long day. And, very, very long day. It is Wednesday and we are over that hump. Tomorrow night we'll be giving you guys a show as well because we missed you guys Tuesday night, right? We missed everybody Tuesday night. And it is the main office. Peace and love to your boy Uncle Rose trying to get in the building. If you're trying to call up, 347-595-0279 is the number here in the studio. And we cruising. We're going to cruise into the show tonight, and we're not going to rush anything. We're going to take our time. Go ahead, man.
I'm just going to laugh because Uncle George says, I see Bigfoot with my own eyes, and that is true. When I seen him, all things are possible. Hey, listen, where did you see Bigfoot at? Huh?
I mean, man.
Tell us. We want to know so we can fight, because we already interested in going to look for this guy. I told Sean, I said, maybe we should pack up and go down to Florida and see if we can find this guy. What, 130,000 on the line, honey? Let's go find him.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think I'll be going through any woods or anything like that because, a Bigfoot might be out there. We don't want to run into Bigfoot. All right.
Hey, if he say he seen Bigfoot, he probably did. We can't.
Well, Bigfoot is one of those things. Now, that's another phenomenon, Bigfoot. Some people say Bigfoot is real. I know down in the Carolinas, they really believe in the whole Bigfoot thing.
Yeah.
Certain houses or historic landmarks of places where people you can go there and get all kind of stories, local news stories, I guess old newspapers and things like that.
Right.
But I mean, how many people really believe that Bigfoot exists? And if he does, did he have a brother? Did he have a father?
That's a good question.
How many Bigfoots are there? Because we've been hearing about the Bigfoot, I guess, can we call it a myth or just the story of Bigfoot for a very long time? All right. Did the original Bigfoot die and maybe his son is the new Bigfoot? Yeah, I guess it's one of those questions we want to ask in the building tonight since we're talking a little extraterrestrial on what we call a Wednesday night. Peace and love to Girlene on the check-in.
He said in Gulfport, Mississippi. Hey, sis.
Yeah, I mean, LaVon is in the building.
Hey, sis.
But I mean, Bigfoot. Now, let's go back to the comment section real quick. We got your boy George in the building who said, old people that don't believe got jokes. All right. Very interesting to know what you mean by that. Also, Julie, yes, indeed, there are the reasons why no one can find him to talk to him. Okay. I mean, that's one of those stories. It's out there.
Well, yeah, Julie also said, I have met the dog. She said, I met Dog the Bounty Hunter in person and he does not play. She said, so when it comes to catching someone, he is the one.
He's that guy.
I gotta agree with you. I have never met him. However, I do like his shows.
Well,
I do like his shows and he's always on it.
A lot of people out there saying that, Dog is washed up. He's trying to get back into the game.
You have to understand everybody goes through things. And I feel like he went through something in his lifetime, especially with him losing his wife, God.
Right.
My condolences to him and his family. So, you have to understand. And he wants to get back in it. And I'm sure that's what his wife would want, So.
Yeah. Well, 347-595-0279. Let's take this call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, this is Uncle George.
Oh,
hey,
what's up,
Uncle
George?
Yeah, I said, let me get this phone call in here. And, because I said, I need to let it know
Right.
that when I seen Bigfoot, I was never that scared before in my life.
Okay.
And I never believed in the squash. I was curious like everybody else. And I happened to go camping in the woods in Gulfport, Mississippi with a couple people. And they got up early that morning and I was still in my tent and they left and I heard something going, and I thought it was a bear. I said, oh man, they got bears out here. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. So I went to look out my tent and they had a tent across from me. And this big hairy, about 10 feet tall, looked like somebody in a monkey suit I thought was playing. And I said, hey, whoever playing in that monkey suit, I said, hey, I'm trying to get some rest. And he looked back and he said, brr, and hollered with a holler, man. And I thought I was going to urinate on myself. This beast hollered at me so loud. You know, I just wanted to share that with you, man, that ever since then, I don't go in woods. I don't care who you is. I'm not going with you. And as far as this guy, they can't find him in the forest, wherever he's at. If they don't get him, Bigfoot will.
Well, let me ask you a question.
And you know, as fun as it is sound, that I used to get on stage in Shreveport, Louisiana, at a friend that owns a club, and actually tell my story, and everybody was interested in it.
Absolutely.
And they really was, man, because I was scared to death.
Well, let me ask you a question, because you know they say black folk don't stay around when nothing happened. If anytime something happened, they take it off.
I think I'm the only black that ever seen Bigfoot. I really believe that.
Well, okay. Now, did he have brothers? Because one of the questions I asked a little bit earlier, did he have a father?
I don't know if he had a father. I don't know if he had cousins. I don't know if he had children. I know what I seen.
You know what you seen.
I seen him, and when he turned and ran, that was the best thing that ever happened in my life. Because if he'd come towards me or attack me, I couldn't do nothing with him. I couldn't do nothing with him.
Because he's 10 foot tall.
Well, hang on.
He's about 10 foot tall, and he got an odor. You can smell him a mile away. He smelled like a foul odor I never smelled before in my life.
Was it
like
a skunk?
Very foul.
Like a skunk smell or worse?
Yeah, like a skunk smell. And when he hollered at me, I didn't know it was two ladies in their tent on the other side of this tree. And they come out and they said, what was that? And I said, I think I seen Bigfoot. And one of the ladies said, oh, we getting the hell out of here. I said, not before me. I have never left women in any kind of distress in my life. But that day, I left them.
Well, let me ask you a question. Switching gears just a little bit, we do have one of the topics tonight was Michael Jackson versus Prince. Who's the number one pop artist and why?
That's unquestionable, because really, actually, you look at Michael Jackson, they was raised with music from children. And Mike came before Prince come along. I think even Prince looked up to Mike because he was a legend that he probably followed in his footsteps. Right. As far as music, yeah.
Well, according to some sources out there, they always said that they was a big rival, and we do know that Mike came before Prince. Right. But you know that's always a question out there. People always say, you know, top pop artists of all time. You know, who had the biggest impact?
Hey man, because when I was a kid, I wanted to be Michael Jackson. Man, he was singing Jackson 5 was my group. Jackson 5s, man. I used to love them.
Yeah.
You know,
did you do his moves up?
Oh, what? Oh, I was a bad man. I can cut the rug, man, with no problem. You know what I mean? With Michael with his spin arounds, and I couldn't do the split, but my brother could. You know, so he took the place with that. You know, so it was good.
Okay. All right. So you would say. So I guess that means for you, Mike really had the impact on you growing up. I mean, Prince was great, and. You know, it's almost that thing. You know, you always have that Mercedes and the BMW. You know, you have McDonald's and Burger King. It's always going to be, you know, Biggie,
it's always going to be a
Tupac.
Competition,
It's always that top 1 and 2. And you know, as time go on, you always hear different debates. You know, hey, man, Prince was this, Prince was that. But I think it's a demographic thing. As big as these artists were. I know I heard of Michael Jackson all the time, and everybody wanted to do the moonwalk. Everybody wanted to wear the shiny glove. He influenced, you know, those demographics or those neighborhoods, and I guess every other neighborhood as well. So I didn't really hear that much Prince, although these two artists was around at the same time.
Right, exactly.
How did it touch you as far as the two artists? Was it the same thing?
No, basically, it really had some similarity because the simple fact that Mike had trouble in his life with his father, and you look at Prince. Prince had trouble in his life with his father. Yeah. You know, and they had similarity. You know,
between the two, yeah.
They had rough childhoods. You know, between their fathers, and still and yet they overcame the obstacles and the trial and tribulations. And they still kept their eyes on the prize and strived to be the best they can be. And that's how they was blossoming into being who they were, because they never gave up.
Powerful.
Now, you can take me, for example, and you'll say, oh, Uncle George, or you did music for a while, which I used to entertain on Bourbon Street, different things. Okay. I got discovered by George Huff, who was on American Idol with Ruben. Hey. And I had a proposition by Simon Cowell that if you go to the vocal controller in Idaho, where they train for American Idol, and on my journey, I had heart disease, and I didn't know it. And the next day, I was supposed to have been flying to Idaho to the vocal controller. I had a massive heart attack in Atlantic City. Wow. Yeah, so Simon have mentioned me on the show every now and then. He brings my name up, that if George just get to the vocal controller, he still would do what he offered.
Are you still singing?
I'm still blowing, man. You know, God's still showing me that I gave you the gift and only I can take it away. So Amen. As long as I pray to him not to do so, he always grant me, you know, to live and sing another day.
Wow. You want to give us a little sample of some of your talents?
Oh, wait, hold up. Now you're going to put me on the spot. You're going to put me on the spot. I mean, it's almost my bedtime. You put me on the spot. That was the first time that ever happened. You know, yeah, we're going to put you on the spot tonight.
Well, look, anytime you're ready, and now that I know you are an artist, but, you know, I definitely appreciate you for being a good sport. And,
hey, man, it's all good, man. I am proud of y'all. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
But one day I'm gonna call and y'all can't shut me up from singing. I can tell you that now.
Okay, look, we look forward to it. And you know, if I couldn't get you tonight, I know you would have probably said I'll catch you on the rebound. And
I'm gonna catch you on the rebound, which I know I am. And
absolutely.
Julie know how Uncle is.
Yeah,
Uncle George gonna
he
catch
can
you.
blow. He can blow. He got a horn.
You know, and the family in the building said they saying sing. Come on, give us something.
They want to hear something.
They want to hear something. But we'll get you in the. Listen, I when you're ready, holla at us, man. We definitely.
Hey, that sounds more like it, man. I appreciate it. I'm winding it down for the night. I wish y'all the best. I'm gonna pray for you. Do the same for me.
Thank you, brother.
And God bless y'all, man. Many, many blessings.
Thank you. We love you.
And tell everybody I'm sorry that I didn't blow tonight, but there will be a night.
There you go.
Trust me.
Okay.
Okay. I love you, Julielle.
I love you too.
Peace, my brother.
All right. Peace out, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right. Main office. Man.
I can't wait to hear him sing. Oh my God.
That's Uncle George in the building, and I'm hearing he can blow, huh?
He can sing.
Well, we looking forward to it. Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. And look, tonight's topic is Michael Jackson, the Prince. Who was, your favorite? I mean, who had the bigger impact?
Both of them had a really humongous impact on me. I love music. So Michael and Prince had an extremely big impact on me from a kid. I love watching, the Michael Jackson movie, the music. My kids love Michael Jackson. I love Prince, his movies from a kid. And, he got some movies with, what's that guy's name who rocked with him a lot? Morris Day.
Morris Day. Yeah.
Morris Day.
Yeah,
they had movies
Shirley
together.
E.
So oh man, let me tell you, I love those musical movies. They were great. They will make you sit down and just really zone in, with what they have going on those movies, because they're playing music and singing, and it's almost like you're getting to see a concert when you watch those movies. And I just really thought those were entertaining, and the music all by itself. When we had our sound clashes, when I was
well, you talk about our sound classes,
personal sound clashes.
I think I was winning all those sound clashes, by the way.
No, No, you were not.
Because I would pick some of the songs, and and by the way, for all of you out there, we used to listen to certain music, and we'll say, you know what, let's pick some songs that we like, some songs that we think are the best. And so, since we'll debate about these songs, we could never come to an agreement. It'd be, oh, this person is that and he's that. So we'll just do what we call the sound competition or music competition, where I'll play a song and she'll play a song.
Well, it was a sound class.
It was a sound class, which was very fun. Very fun.
Absolutely. We were going at it. He was playing music that I've never heard. And I got to play music that he hadn't heard or he haven't heard in a long time. And he was like, wow, where'd you dig that up from? So
that sound like
it was real fun.
Yeah, but that sound like that was my part. You were saying wow to me.
Oh,
where did you get that from?
Nah, stop it. You are so
that's what I'm thinking. But I mean, it was a lot of fun, to say the least. Peace and love to Donnie. Hey, Donnie on the check-in. And I don't know.
And Kasha too. Kasha's in here. What's up, girl?
What's up, Kasha? I don't know, guys. I think, again, when we start talking about Prince and Michael Jackson, for me, Prince was there. But I can just say this. I don't feel like Prince. I mean, maybe I may be wrong. I know he has a ton load of hits. And he was also a very significant artist. Like, I mean, he was very talented on the music tip. Playing different instruments and stuff like that. But Mike just touched me with so much more. Again, we asked that question. It's a demographic thing. You can hear all the Prince people saying, no, you crazy? Do you know how many people love Prince and how far his reach was? But Michael Jackson was worldwide as well, right? So I think one of the questions we're going to ask in the build, I mean, who had more hits for all of the, Mike lovers? And I know, I guess Prince lovers also enjoy Michael Jackson as well.
Of course.
Does it go both
it's
ways?
Like pop music, they both were in the pop music world. So, I mean, what was not to love about either one of these guys? These guys are kings of music.
Yeah, but I'm I don't know if I heard, Purple Rain.
Man, who did
you heard
Purple Rain touch?
Doves Cry. I mean, just so many different songs. And see, I can't really go down the line. Although I do know a lot of Prince music. Mm-hmm. I always ask that question. Yo, man, was Prince really that bad?
He was.
For the people who know.
Prince is more of a, he was very lyrical. Just like Michael, but Prince was very lyrical. He made music to touch your soul, just like Michael did. Michael got you out of your seat and had you there. Prince did too, but Prince had some soulful. He dug deep down inside for that music, and then you have to understand that I'm not sure about Michael. I don't know if Michael wrote a lot of his own music, but I know Prince wrote a lot of his own music, and a lot of other people's music as well.
Yeah, I mean, so peace and love to Casa.
I wouldn't even put a comparison between those two.
I mean, but you got to, you have to.
No, they're both kings in their own right. Well,
you have to, because sources out there would say that Prince and Mike has always been a rival. There's a lot of sources out there that say that Prince didn't like Michael Jackson.
Well,
and I guess it goes both ways. But so you have to kind of put those two, and I think it's a good question to ask. I mean, I don't think you want to get too serious with the competition. I think they both was unbelievably successful and talented in so many different ways. The once in, I would say, a century kind of artist. But they always been rivals across the board between the two. But as far as the records, and peace and love to Kasha in the building, who said Prince taught himself over dozens of instruments as a teen. And yeah, we know Prince was bad with the instruments. We definitely know that. But we also know that Mike was, a tremendous star at a very young age, and kind of broke through. So, the training, or I guess the window, is a little different in which they came in. They're both great in so many different ways. But I feel like Prince although he was a major artist, I feel like Prince was a little. I feel like he touched a different base. If we can say he touched a wide base, but there was still a lot of people who really didn't get into his music like that. I don't know the reason why.
Can I cut you off and say
Sure.
something?
Go ahead.
If Michael and Prince were still here
Mm-hmm.
and they did an outside concert,
Them touring together?
imagine how many people would show up to that concert. Just think about that for a minute.
No, I'm sure that would have been crazy.
They would have to put speakers and TV
can you even
screens all like so. Like it'd probably take up a whole seat. I wouldn't even. Just think about how many people would fly and drive just to come and be a part of that.
Well, Peace and Love Casa said they was very, very friendly. But some sources may differ. And we'll read a couple of things here as well on Prince versus Michael Jackson, the rivalry that became the holy grail of pop. And, we love both of those artists. They've done so much for music on so many different levels. And I think it is a conversation. Just the other day, people started talking about, comparing Beyonce and Michael Jackson and asking the question, who was the greater entertainer? Or who's the greater entertainer, Michael Jackson or Beyonce? I mean, that was a conversation.
Both of them are stars, kings and queens in their own right. But I'm going to tell you, Michael Jackson set the tone.
Well, absolutely.
For everything. Hands down.
Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. And we've been going on. Let's get into the Judea letter.
All right, let me get the letter going. So you guys, I'm getting ready to get this letter going for us. I'm super excited to read it to you and bring some insight to everybody.
Well, absolutely, Kasha.
All right.
Those tickets would have been crazy.
Oh. I would have been there, rain, sleet, or snow. Okay. So here you guys go. Here's an open letter. This is a letter from wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm on the right page. Okay. Zena L. Mofty. This is a letter by Zena. And it's an open letter to my haters is what this letter reads. And here goes. Babe, you got those sound effects ready? Whoa. Okay. So, dear hater, I have no idea why I specifically chose to write this, but I really felt like I had to. You might hate me because we got into a fight. You might hate me even if you really don't know me. You just see me around and get this pit feeling that I'm annoying. You might even just hate my face. You might not hate me. You just don't like me. Either way, this is for you. So a lot of people call me Mahadza because I tend to apologize for no reason 24/7. I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, gotta be honest. I do. Not the point though. The point is, if we got into a fight, there is a 99% possibility I've already apologized. So what you're doing, hating me for, bro? What are you hating me for, bro? Fine. Put this aside. I don't get why hate even exists. Well, yeah, I hate things, but never people. Just hear me out, okay? Never mind. I was about to get carried away telling you all the reasons why I don't believe in hate and try to convince you to, but then realize that this is supposed to be about me. Damn, not used to that. All right, allow me to start all over. Dear hater, I know what you expected to read. You expected the good old screw haters and I don't care what people think of me. I don't disagree. Problem is, though, I do care. Don't get me wrong. It's all about my reputation or it's not all about my reputation or public image, because I seriously couldn't care less. It's not selfishness, but I just like to have absolutely no bad blood with me anytime, living, breathing, whatever. Absolutely no beef. Keeps me positive. People think I'm childish, as much as I hate to admit I might be, but I'm better off that way. Dear hater, if you hate me, come and talk to me, Shabby. I don't bite. Dear hater, I wasn't born with self-love. I don't care if you think I'm about to say what I'm about to say is cheesy, because I really did grow to love the weirdo being I am today. I'm proud that I know how to enjoy my own company when I need to, how I make my friends laugh, how I make myself laugh. Ouchie! How I treat myself and keep whisper or shouting cheers to myself while studying. How much of a strong bond I have with my siblings, how much I am an absolute weirdo and who does stupid stuff, and the list goes on. I'm sorry if I sound selfish. If you know me, you know that I am not. It's just that I've come such a long way to actually have this much self-appreciation for you not to appreciate that. If you don't, I should tell you to go screw yourself. But I don't want that. All I'm saying is you're seriously missing out, fam. Dear hater, I feel like thanking you. 1, because you're actually reading this. 2, I want to say for making me work on myself even more. But honestly, I don't want to give credit to you for that. 3, I have no other reason, but I can just write 2. So, dear my hater to be, before y'all start to attack me for being naive, hear me out. I'm not saying that we should let people bully us. This is a different story. If people make you feel bad about yourself, cut them off on spot. If they don't, and you think that you have a chance, wait a minute. This is the one that got me caught up. That's so confusing, this sentence.
Take your time.
It says, if they don't, and you think you have the chance to change the way they see you, just take it. What's so bad about getting on the good side of someone? Your karma. Let me just tell you, people get it all wrong. It doesn't work like that. Yes, you should know your worth. Yes, you should not settle for less. But if you have the ability right now to gain a friend, why don't you? Dear hater, as much as I shouldn't, I love you. Yours faithfully, Zena El Mafti.
Zena El Mafti. Well.
Yeah, that was a little different. I just felt like bringing something different to the table, you guys. I was reading on it, and I was like, oh my God, this would be something great to read.
Wow, the Judea letter. I mean, hate is something that's out there. Hate is something that I guess it touches all folk at some point in time. Some of the questions, why do people hate? And, what is it? What are people coping with? And, there's a lot of studies on, the thing hate, and why do people hate, and therapy, and people feeling lonely and insecure about things. Or, there's some people that just hate people in general. Or,
right.
For whatever reason. So,
right.
It's just one of those things. I mean, the amount of energy it takes. And there was a thing of out there who something called good therapy, and it talked a lot about the areas of feelings and how do people feel, and bullying and feeling powerless and all those kind of things.
Right.
Abuse. But hate is one of those things, and a little bit different in the building tonight from the Judea letter. Wasn't totally expecting it on that level, but it was good. I think
it was good. It was an eye opener. Yeah, because we all may have haters or whatever, but what you say to your haters is, I still love you. Regardless of how much you hate me, for whatever reason you hate me for. I mean, I can't control why you do that, but I still love you regardless. I can't make it to heaven hating. So I'm going to always love you. I'm going to love everybody unconditionally.
Now, and I think also for those out there, or people out there who may have gone through it or going through it, or is even doing it. I guess one of the questions, and it's one of those uncomfortable kind of conversations, because it could be coming from so many different places, and people say, well, where we going with this tonight? And now that you're on that topic, how to cope when you're hated, is one of the questions we want to ask in the building, because it could be all kind of things. I mean, you can be good at something, and people may not like you for that reason. You could have done things to deserve people to feel a certain way towards you, and all that kind of thing. So how do you cope when you are hated? Coping with hatred can be difficult in a lot of different instances. Mm-hmm. And I think that's it's a reality. I think we go through it as people. Mm-hmm. We also, as people, put it out. Mm-hmm. So it's a two-way street.
Yeah. And I don't understand it. Like, my thing is why? It takes too much energy to hate. You can actually use that same energy to love, or do some kind of act of kindness or something. Like, why put that energy towards something so dark?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does take a lot of energy. I mean, but I guess it's just,
and then more people feed off of that in a negative way. Why not keep things positive all the way around?
I mean, do you think that's something that people just constantly, is that a condition? Is hate a condition? Do people just get into a place where they just feel like, you know what? I don't like the sunshine. I want it to be a cloudy day today. And I don't think it's a funny thing, because it can be serious. And I think it's something that's going on within a person when they are in that place. We all have good times. We all have, I guess, bad times or highs and lows.
Downs, highs and lows.
But I think the beauty of it is how you take it. Everybody want to win. Everybody want to be happy all the time.
Yeah.
And that's possible. If you can control that. People always say things like, you don't make me happy. And then you'll hear some small person say, well, or some wisdom speaking person to say, well, no, it's no one's job to make you happy. You should be happy with yourself.
Right.
And that's where true happiness lies.
Exactly.
So I guess one of the questions we want to ask in the building tonight, how do you cope with that? If you have been through it before, or even if you have dished it out, how to cope when you are hated.
Let us know, you guys. We want to talk to you. Talk to us. Let us know how you feel about that. What if you feel that type of energy being directed at you? What would you do, or what would your take on that be, and how would you cope with it? We'd like to know.
Well, people always say, I don't care what people say about me. Yeah. I don't give a damn what they say and how they feel about me, or vice versa. But is that really a true statement? I mean, we do know there's people who really feel that way, honestly. But is that really a true statement? If you hear someone that you may have, someone that mm-hmm. You hear them talking behind your back or saying something to you, that saying something about you, mm-hmm. and you may have never thought, oh man, I didn't think you would ever, do me like that.
Right.
How do people deal with that, and does that bother you? Is that something that, can really, really bother you because it's someone and you didn't expect it?
Well, I've had my share of experiences, and let me tell you, at one point I did let it bother me, because I love everybody. I try not to offend anybody. If I do, to everybody out there, if I've ever offended anybody, please accept my apology. I still love you. But my intentions is never to make anyone feel any type of way that isn't positive. My intentions is never to make you feel hated or anything like that. I love you. I congratulate you. I want to see you with the best. And I mean everybody. I don't care who it is, what color your skin is. None of that matters to me. It's that I'm living right here, right now. And it's about what I'm going to experience before I leave this earth. And then when I got to go and stand before the Father on that day, I want to make sure he say, well done, my good and faithful servant. So I love everybody, and I want to make sure I keep it that way.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think it's one of those things where, and you can never understand it. You can never understand it. Because you could just be going about your way. And some people say, well, this sounds very personal. But this can be personal for anyone.
I did let it get to me, like some, when I experienced that, I did. Yeah. But I vented about it or whatever. But after a few minutes, I was like, oh well, who cares? Nobody. So let me not care. Why do I want to give that the energy that it's seeking? Because whatever hate is coming off of somebody, and I feel that means that hate is seeking some attention, and I'm not going to give that away. I'm going to give you the positive. Well,
absolutely.
I'm going to give you the positive. I love you.
That's not crazy.
So you guys talk to us.
347-595-027. Like I said, touchy topic. And, it is a Wednesday night. And people are getting over the hump and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
It is what it is on a Wednesday night. But I think, I get it. It's one of those things.
Yeah. And,
again, it's not easy to talk about.
No, it's not. It's really hard to talk about. It's really to put that out on.
Because, here's my thing, and sorry to cut you, but here's my thing about that. Me, I always, when I look at things like that, I really, and I can understand why people don't talk about that. Because even for myself, I don't like to talk about it simply because, I truly don't give any emotion to certain things like that.
And you're not supposed to.
Because you just don't have the time to really get into the emotion of that. You're just doing what you're doing.
Right.
And I think that's how it is for people, or should be for people out there. But we know that, that's not the case. You know what I mean? It's the reason why drama kicks up. It's the reason why beefs start. It's the reason why, there's fights out in the street. It's the reason why, people argue back and forth. And, it's those reasons why those things are there. But, for me personally, you hear it. I think the most important thing is for you not to be on the side of giving that.
That same energy.
Or even creating that energy.
Or even creating it. Exactly. What you would want to do is show love regardless. Hey, let's get past this. Let's do something fun. Just try to change it up and make the positivity your own. Don't
be the creator of it.
Right.
I think again, if you really, if you really, truly and honestly are in that space, and that's, that's your space. You own that space. You really don't engage in creating that kind of energy at all.
Right.
Because, you know what I mean? You can say, well, what are you, Superman? You human? You don't, you know what I mean? You don't get those feelings. You don't feel down. And there's so many reasons. There's also, studies on this, science on it, all that kind of stuff, if we want to go a little bit deeper into that area. But I think for me, most importantly, for this particular thing is don't be the one giving it. If you receive it, cool. You can do nothing about it.
Like water.
Keep doing what it is that you are doing.
Right.
And
stay lifted.
Yeah, stay lifted, stay positive, stay, away.
Yeah, well, you can actually treat a person with a long handle spoon and still love them from a distance.
Yeah, stay
sometimes
at a distance.
You got to do that, but at the same time, don't send that same energy back. Send them something positive, like a good morning. How are you doing? I love you. Have a beautiful day. God bless you. You know,
mean,
just some very nice things, sweet things. You know, sometimes the smallest things be the greatest things
But,
that affect people
when you say it that way,
in a positive way.
When you say it that way, do you really mean it? Or you?
No, I really mean it. Like, I really mean it. I go out of my way.
Have a nice day.
Yeah,
Right,
really, for real. I guess, I've always done that. It's like
Yeah,
it's in my nature. It's like whenever I talk to somebody and I come into communication, it's have a nice day. God bless you. I miss you. I love you. Oh my God, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's just the smallest things mean so much.
Well, again, it's
and
one
it's
of those
positive, and it packs a powerful punch.
Well, you bring a big ball of joy into the room.
I'm so happy. I'm happy. Like, I've had so many great things happen for me today that just really brighten my day. So you are probably going to see the sun shining through me right now because I feel so radiant.
Well,
I feel so
let's just say this, because
high on happiness.
don't be you be so high on happiness. Is she okay?
Is she okay?
But,
yes.
No, but here's the thing, though. I mean, again, here's the question we want to ask in the building tonight, family. Peace and love to the main office family. Your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea.
Hey.
And one of the questions we want to ask in the building: does true happiness come from someone making you happy? Does true happiness come from within? Is that your job? Is it anyone else's job to make you happy? And also, when you're not happy or when things are not going the way that you want them, are you still happy? Are you still thankful? Do you have the capacity to deal with stuff and go through things and still keep a smile on your face and still be positive and still wish good for others and still keep it all together? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a very important question in the building because, you just said a few minutes ago, you feel good today. But,
yes.
How should we deal with
when I'm not feeling
when you're
good?
Not feeling good? I mean, what are some good things to do to keep yourself grounded, to keep yourself confident, to keep yourself in that place where, you're not going to allow, a moment or a season to throw you off?
Stay in a positive mindset. Mm-hmm. Do things that you're not used to doing, like try something different, like move around, do some exercising, go outside, go look at the trees, go look at the sky. I mean, just look at the animals and things and just kind of just observe them and see how they do things. I mean, just do something just extraordinary in your life to take your mind off of it, because like the statement that you previously made a few moments ago, that person was me. Like when I was going through a whole lot of things that I was going through, I was down. I couldn't find any positivity. But you know what? When I look back at where I was with what you're saying,
let me ask you this question, and I think what we talking about today, because I don't want to lose
I'm talking
the
about
area
the
of conversation.
positivity.
But no, I get that. But
right.
But were you in that place?
I was in a sunken place.
No, and that's fine. But while you was in that place, did it ever occur to you or ever dawn on you that you should be mean to others?
No, I didn't. How
did you deal with people?
What I did and how I cope with it is I just kind of shut everybody out. and that's what I was trying to get to the point,
right.
That I was trying to make. I closed up, and I shouldn't have. I should have kept talking, and maybe me talking and letting out this negative feeling or effect that I had on me, I would have been so much better, or I would have. You would have went through
that process a lot better.
I would have went through it a lot.
It wouldn't have maybe went on for so long because you didn't stay sobbing and soaking in it.
Right, I didn't let it just deteriorate me. I didn't let it eat away at me. I had to stand back. I had to pray. And you know what? I thank God for you, because my baby put me in the tub and with some sage.
Hang on for a second. Let me say this.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Page me out.
Because here's the thing, and I gotta go here for a second.
Okay, well,
and
go
the reason
ahead.
why I had to jump in real quick because I got pumped up on that. But no, I mean, I think one of the main things is this. It makes sense for, and you dealt with it the way you dealt with it, in the sense where you I shut everybody out.
Yeah, I closed
right
all the way.
I look at that a little bit different. I think when you're going through that type of thing, because it happens, everyone goes through it, right? But to me, I look at that like, it's a problem for me to go there, to be in that place. Because there's nothing good that comes out of that place.
Right.
So I'm afraid to go into that place.
Right.
So it could, yo, do you not see the whole damn building falling down? I'm like, nah, I don't. Yeah.
King Kong.
So
stuff.
That sunken place for me is a scary place, and I think there's two different kinds of people in the world, maybe three, maybe four, I don't know, but I'm afraid of that place.
That's a very scary place. It's very dark, and that's
I'm afraid of that
healthy.
place, meaning I'm not going there, regardless of what's happening around me.
You're right.
Because if it, it feels like that's not the place to go. It's really gonna pull you through the ground.
Right.
And I don't mean in a literal sense, but it's gonna really take you somewhere.
Babe,
that would be
you've
difficult
been
to get
in
out
that
of.
place before, honey. You can't say you haven't.
I've been there, but I can just say this, and many of people have been there.
Many people
I'm
have been
sure
there. Everybody have been there, but
is it healthy?
It's not healthy, and it's a matter of learning how to deal with it, cope with it, and move on from it, and not just stay in it and wallow in it, and then not like take out whatever it is that you're going through on the next person. You don't want them to feel that energy. So that is why I kind of closed up myself away from everyone, because I didn't want to be, that type of person to anyone.
Or did you see yourself? Right. But did you feel like you could have went there?
Yeah, I feel like I could have opened up a little bit more to a lot of people, but then I'm a very private person when it comes to my private life, and of course you know that I'm very personal with my private life, so I don't like to go out and just go and spread all my business with the world.
Right.
However, I do tend to share things that I feel like I need to let out when I can, but I feel like I have a lot of eyes on me, so I got to be careful with how I move in,
who you spend your time around.
Yeah, and who I spend my time around. However I'm moving, I feel like I got to be careful with that, because I do care about other people's feelings. So if I'm not gonna say anything nice or whatever, what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna be quiet, and I'm just gonna back up and just deal with what I got to deal with and come out of it as soon as I can. So I try to look at things from every different angle on how I could deal with it.
Well, yeah,
and come out. So
yeah, I think it got to be something to make up your mind that you're gonna personally attack someone. Like you're gonna purposely
right
do something. I mean, that takes a whole different type of energy.
Yeah,
and for some of us it's difficult. Matter of fact, for some of us it's not even, it's possible, but it's something that will probably not happen. Will you just purposely seek out, I want to just, I want to make this person feel bad for just any given reason.
Right.
And I think
that's
that takes
not
a different,
the way to go.
Yeah, it takes a different mindset.
So
main
no
office,
bullying.
No bullying.
All love.
Right.
Let's
all
just
love.
keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. All love and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's just one of those things. And be happy for others.
Be happy for others.
Help others, get to the place that they're trying to go, especially if you have something that you can, help them with. Do that.
And if people hate you, bless them.
Yeah, I mean, which is,
bless them.
You hear that all the time. People say, bless those who curse you and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Bless you. God bless you. I wish nothing but the best for you.
Yeah.
I hope nothing but the best for you. I pray that, God helps you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's so much easier to do it that way.
Yeah, I think it's a better thing.
It's more positivity that can come from that.
Yeah, and less of you feeling the weight of the unnecessary. Right. So, main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. Peace and love to Kasha. She says some people are naturally mean-spirited.
Yeah,
absolutely. Unfortunately, that is true.
Right.
And mean-spirited.
It's unfortunate, but
it's unfortunate.
Hopefully one day we'll get together.
It'll be a world full of
everybody
love.
in the world, and it's just love,
It's love across the board.
All across the board. That will be one heck of a day. A beautiful day.
Main office, your boy Sean G, the beautiful Judea. It is a Wednesday night, and over that hump, and I know everybody is getting ready for the weekend, and not so soon. And how we always say in the main office, on Monday people are saying they can't wait until Friday so they can start their weekend
right
from doing so much work. It's a little slow motion of a show tonight for me personally. I mean, it's already Wednesday and I am not in the most energetic mode. I'm really laid back. I need a little bit more rest. Been having some long nights for the past couple of nights, so I'm not fully energized tonight. But tomorrow night we'll be in the building on our regular Thursday scheduled show. Just to chop it up with the family and touch some topics. Not too much going on out there, and we'd like to be bringing you guys some updates as well as some very interesting topics that we know that you guys are like. Wednesday is not our
normal night.
It's something that we just said, we missed you guys last night. Let's come up in the building and chop it up with you tonight.
Yes.
Just to say hi and talk a little bit and have a little conversation with you guys. But tomorrow night, for those of you coming around for the first time, who's going to be seeing this stream for the first time, go ahead and add the Sean G channel as well as follow the channel.
Yes.
Right here.
Facebook,
and for
YouTube.
Those of you on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to us and hit that bell so that you can get notifications when we are live. Right? So we're not going to beat any horses up tonight. We're going to make it an early night tonight. We want to say peace and love to the family. And tomorrow night we'll be back to our regular scheduled program.
Yes, we will.
Bringing the business. And I think we came in here tonight just to kind of touch on a few things. But there is a lot of new developments and some of the stories out there that's going on, and we'll be bringing it to you guys tomorrow live, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
For those of you on down deep south on Central time, that'll be 7:30 for you, and also on the West Coast, you already know. All right. So peace and love to you guys, and we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Yes.
And be safe. And a lot of love. Anything you want to say in closing, my love?
Oh, yeah, because I'm just rambling on. Peace and love to you guys. Me and Sean, we love all of you, and we enjoyed your company. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with us. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the building tomorrow. And we look forward to it.
Absolutely, man. So, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yes.
Right? Keep God first in everything that you do.
Yes.
Peace and love to you guys. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
8:30. Peace and love to Kasha.
8:30. Okay, since we keep saying 8:30, I'm going to just say this.
Hang on for 1 second. Hold on. Because Kasha said, you blocking Prince.
She said, Sean, you blocking. You can't do that.
Oh, there you go.
You got him, sis.
As a matter of fact, I give you the picture of him straight up.
There you go.
So you can look at him. That's your boy right there.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny, sis.
She like, I want to see Prince.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Girl got me wanting to go watch Purple Rain tonight. Them 3 hours. She say the disrespect.
I mean, is that one of his better? I mean, look, is that one of his better pictures right there?
That is a great picture. I love that picture.
Like
Him and Michael.
He was tough on that picture right there.
Oh yeah, man. That's his Purple Rain picture. What you talking?
Okay.
Shoot, gonna make me go watch the movie tonight.
Well, peace and love.
Kasha, I like you, girl.
Peace and love to
Yeah, I
Kasha.
like you, girl. I love you. You my sister.
Yeah, peace and love to Kasha for dropping it down. She said that.
Does he take the bad
that
ones?
was
Never. Oh, that is too funny.
Well, I'll say this, Kasha. Again, I think you got out of the building a little early, a little easy tonight with this topic. We'll bring this on a hotter night when when it's a little bit smoking and slide it in there, and get some perspective. And I think I'll know exactly the right time to do such a thing. So. It will bring it back up again.
Oh yeah, we coming back with it.
Again.
Oh man, matter of fact, me and Sean, we were talking about Sean and myself, or Sean and I, were talking about music. We miss playing music for you guys. But, considering the copyright issues and things like that with Facebook, we can't bring the music like we used to be able to bring the music, because, they'll end up ending the show early, or they'll, blot out the music where you can't hear it or whatever. Even though we sometimes talk through the music or whatever, nothing helps. So we bring you more conversation.
Right. Well, I think they know that by now.
But we really want to bring some music. Sean has a lot of new music.
Well, here's the deal, and I think that's for folk out there. I think you guys want to hear the conversation, and we want to bring the conversation as well as playing the music. But again, we'll leave the big records alone, because again, we don't want to have good shows around here. And like in the past, we have experienced this where we be having a fantastic show. We got 300-400 people, maybe 500-600 comments. There's a lot of engagement. It's a big show. Everybody's, excited. A lot of folks in the building, and it's just one of those nights where everybody come out and really get into it. Mm-hmm. And then one song ruined the whole show.
Right.
Where the whole show was blocked worldwide, and you can't even see it after that point.
Right.
So, moving forward, we said we're not going through that. And we just want to respect the fact that, it is what it is. That's the rule. That's the way it go. And so what we want to do is bring you guys some of the best music. Like I'm sifting through, as well as people will send me a lot of music. I'm sifting through a lot of music that I think, new music that I think you guys can enjoy. Mm-hmm. So, I think that's important as well. And, most people do understand that. All right, as far as the music is concerned. But I enjoy talking to you guys for an hour, 2 hours, if it's really good, 3 hours, doesn't really bother me. And I think people, the main office family and the folk appreciate being able to sit back and just hearing a good conversation. It may be something where they say, you know what, they on one tonight, I'm getting the heck up out of here,
Yeah.
And that happens too.
Yeah.
Right. So,
okay.
we love it both on both sides. We can respect it.
Right.
But you're absolutely right, as far as the copyright stuff.
Yeah.
We stay away from that.
Right.
Right. And respectfully, and it's the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. All right. For so many different other reasons. All right.
But we love to bring those jams to you. We miss it. Trust me, we do. They don't call this FM 1021 for no reason.
Absolutely.
Because the party is here.
Right here. So we see you guys.
All right. We love you.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end with us, Kasha. We love you, girl. Enjoy your night. And thank you all for coming in and spending your time with us. All right. Oh, and Sean said tomorrow night at 8:30. However, it may be 9:00. Just to give you guys a heads up. FYI.
Let's make it 9:00. Say no more.
Okay. All right. Peace and love. Have a great, wonderful, blessed night.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better. Is this what you want now? Or is it because you can't forget her? This is what I want now. And yeah, I'm waiting for something better. Yeah. This is what I want now. No, I won't settle for anything else. I can't keep pretending. It's not getting to me. It's never ending. Can't give you what you need. Oh no, no. You're misbehaving. Yeah, it's getting to me. It's never ending. You can give anything, so you can go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, so I can focus. I just need to focus on myself.